Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another edition of our numerics panels. My name is Patrick. For those who are new, I'm just going to be setting some ground rules and kind of guiding you how this interactive platform will work for you. At the same time, I will introduce our guest for today. So welcome to the numerics platform, which you are accessing right now from Facebook Live. The way it works is pretty simple. We're going to have our guest who's going to be presenting, and you'll be able to interact using the chat system, so the comment section. If you go in the comment section and you're typing your questions, there's going to be your comments are going to appear, such as, like, here's an example. And just to be sure, there's a link in the description of this live where you can activate your name and your picture. This way we'll know who's talking to us and who's asking their questions or interacting with us. At the end of the conference, at the end of the panel, stick around because we're using Facebook Rooms to network with each other, as well as we do a little atelier about today's topic. We talk about it together, and we end up the event like that, which pretty much completes the 1 hour. The presentation is going to be around 25 minutes to 30 minutes. But like I said, you can interact at all times with our guests. So without further ado, I'm going to be inviting Adina Pop, who is our speaker for today, who is our presenter. Adina is a digital marketer, and she specializes a lot in social media. And right now, she's focusing a lot on TikTok. That's why she prepared a whole presentation about how to do advertisement on TikTok, which is completely different than other social media. So it's going to be very interesting to be part of this very emerging, very fast-growing platform. And like I said, if you have any questions or whatnot, don't hesitate to use the comment section. There is a 10-second delay between what we see and what we say. So just be patient. 10 seconds is not super long, so you'll have your answers or you have your interaction accordingly. And like I said, stick around to the end so we can all network using Facebook Rooms. Have a happy conference.
So today we're going to learn everything about TikTok advertising. And this is fun, this is new, this is fresh, it's a completely new platform. And we're going to dive into best practices that will make you be part of the mainstream and reach innovation really with TikTok ads. So I do have a great presentation right here. And I guess we're just going to dive into it right now and see what's going to happen. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is kind of like some key takeaways. Why is TikTok different? Is it just for Gen Z? And why do brands need to start advertising on TikTok? As well as some available ad types, metrics, targeting, and best practices for the highest performance. So let's start with the first one. Why is TikTok so different? And I'm sure a lot of people have asked that question. And because it offers unlimited video consumption. So TikTok is actually an immersive sound on platform. And because the sound is on when you open the platform and the video starts playing, and it's only 60 seconds long, you can't really do anything else. So once the platform is open, it captures your full attention, and that's why users are more engaging with this type of app. So that's why it's so different than Facebook, Instagram, because you can do other things while you're using the app, right? But not with TikTok. During the pandemic, we saw a lot of online brands actually getting a boost because people were staying at home. But TikTok was different because it actually became a bit viral. It actually increased during Q1 of 2020, and it reached 350 million global downloads. So that's huge. They reached their peak then, and everybody was using it. It was the highest recorded number since its launch. So they literally became viral because of the pandemic. Now, you probably already know about Casey Neistat. You've heard about it. He's probably on YouTube all the time, and I'm sure that he already has a lot of fans here. But in a recent interview that he had with Ashley Graham, He said that TikTok actually made him understand and showed him that there's a next level of virality that he never could have imagined. So this is coming from the OG of YouTubers, Casey Neistat, and even for him, it was, impressive. He's never seen anything like this. And I do have some TikTokers with their like maximum number of views right now, and it's reaching billions and billions. Of viral views. So that's a new type of virality that TikTok introduced to the social media platforms. Um, is it only for Gen Z? Now, I know a lot of you think that it's only teenagers, it's only kids on TikTok. What's the point? We're too old for it. But actually, despite popular belief, Gen Z is still present, but 30% of TikTok users in the US have ages between 20 and 29. And actually, most top influencers are millennials. So it is a platform for us as well. It's not just for teenagers. So we still have hope. And if you have a product that it needs to be advertised online, there's an audience for you as well. So it's not just for kids. Now, I'm sure that you've already experienced the platform, you saw it, what it can do, but why do you need to start advertising on TikTok? Because it's such a new platform, and they don't let anybody on the platform. You need an invitation in order to start advertising. You get a team of TikTokers that are pros and they know how to help you out. That means there's less competition. This app is not oversaturated with ads. You still can reach your audience without having a million other competitors. So that's a pro when it comes to advertising on TikTok. It's cost effective and it reaches masses. So in some cases, some of the campaigns can reach up to 11 million viewers. So that's you advertise for viral. It is what it is. Higher user engagement, because it's an immersive app and it captures your whole attention. Users are more engaged with the app and they understand what's happening. They understand the videos and the ads from start to finish because they watch the whole thing. It also gives you the opportunity to connect with other creators. It's easy to find influencers, creators all over the world. So it's easier to find somebody that's able to produce the perfect content while understanding the platform and understanding your brand at the same time. It also reaches a new audience. Apparently, not everybody that's on TikTok has other social media apps installed on their phones. So in some cases, you're going to reach an audience that doesn't exist on any other social media platform. Let's look at some data. Now, we've talked about some facts, some pros, but let's see what the data actually talks about. And apparently 52% of users say that they have discovered new products through the app, and 67% said that the app influenced them to buy a product, even if they weren't looking for it or they weren't actively shopping for anything. So that's huge, 67%. That's a very big number for such a huge audience. We also have some data for Nielsen, and some of you probably know that it's a platform that does a lot of case studies and analyzes data in marketing in general. So apparently 90% of measured branded hashtag challenge campaigns exceeded a ROAS of 2.5. Now, normally the hashtag challenge campaigns, they run for 3 to 6 days. But even after the campaign ended, the organic activity continued to show a 2 times the ROAS. So even if the campaign is done, it's over, the organic traffic is still being seen, and it continues to produce ROAS. Compared with the other social media channels that are active out there, apparently the impressions gotten from TikTok, they're 2 times more effective, which again, it's double the performance compared to the other social media apps. And 67% of users say that the ads are different and unique. So emotional resonance, it's something that's very, very important for TikTokers, and it's leading to actually passionate e-commerce, which is teaching us that you need to make an impact. You need to be part of the community in order for users to buy anything from you. So you need to to make a huge impact. Now let's see what type of available ads you can take advantage for your business in the TikTok platform. This is what's available right now. So you have the top view ads, which actually brings 100% share of voice for all users that open the app within the 24-hour period. So every time that you open the app during 24 hours, you're going to see that ad coming in. The videos, again, are 5 to 60 seconds long. It has autoplay and sound on and supports all engagement. So people can like, comment, share, follow. It includes a call to action as well. You can have an internal or external landing page conversion. And it includes the account's name, logo, and profile. So you can have your brand there that's very visible to users. Another type of ad is the in-feed video, which is a reservation buy. A dedicated TikToker team will be assigned to your account to ensure the ad is going to be delivered exactly as you want. You have the same type of features, video length. It supports all engagement, call to action, and everything else. It runs, the first ad appears in the For You feed for the entire day. The second one is the in-feed video, which is an auction buy. So you have the reservation buy where you get a team of TikTokers that take care of your account. And in the other option, you have an auction buy. So you actually have bids that you need to manage. You have the same metrics as for other social media platforms in terms of advertising. So you have CPC, you have optimized CPC, you have cost per thousands of impression and cost per view. The minimum budget required to run this type of campaign is $50 per day in Canada. Again, it supports app downloads, all type of engagements. Followers can like, comment, share, follow your account, and it includes your account information. The Brand Art hashtag challenge, which is one of my favorite, it drives mass awareness and engagement within the community because they need to create those videos and participate in. It's kind of like a game, right? It invites all users to participate and it creates content around the team that you have chosen. All user-generated content is going to be displayed on the hashtag challenge page. So everybody can see all the videos related to the hashtag, and it creates mass awareness. It generates millions of views. So this is a way to actually go viral with your brand. It's the perfect campaign for it. The branded effect, you're probably familiar with Snapchats, with the lenses, right? You've used that before. It's the same type of idea. You have a branded effect that's AI powered, that it's laid on your video. They have over 20 gestures and facial expressions available for the effects. It supports 2D, 3D, and AR effects. And again, it encourages users to create their own content, to use the branded effect and just share it with everybody else. Now let's look at some targeting and metrics, because that's very important for any of campaign, really. So right now we have available gender, so you can target people by gender. You have locations, so major cities. We have countries that you can target. Unfortunately, we don't have postal codes, so it's not that narrow as some of the other platforms, such as Google Ads, that you can actually target users by postal code. Unfortunately, TikTok right now, there's a limitation that it can only target cities and countries. Age groups. The ages have to be between 13 and 17, 18 and 24. It goes all the way to 65 plus. Languages, we have the most popular languages. International, which is English, Japanese, we have French. So we have different options available based on your country. The operation system, if you want to target users that have an Android or an Apple phone. Audiences, you can upload custom audiences from your CRM, and you can create lookalikes. So it's similar like Facebook. Network types and interests. You can target people that have an interest in beauty, food, travel, fitness. So you can really choose the type of user that matches your persona. Now let's see some of the performance metrics that you can use for reporting and you can read to evaluate the performance of your campaign. We have impressions, like for all PPC campaigns. I like to call them just eyeballs, no clicks. Then we have clicks, we have cost, which can be selected daily or a lifetime cost, similar to Facebook ads. Conversions. Now for conversions, this is an action that users take that's very, very valuable for your business. So in this case, we have anything from sales, app downloads, form submissions that bring actual revenue to your brand. We have CPC, which is cost per click. We have cost per thousands of impressions. We have optimized cost per click, which is in reality, it's called optimized cost per click, but in reality, it means optimized for conversions. So optimized for sales, app downloads, form submissions, stuff like that. And click-through rate, which is clicks, the number of clicks divided by the number of impressions. Now let's dive into best practices. Let's look at some tactics that would help you increase performance. First of all, before you start thinking about advertising on TikTok, I would like you to download the application and install it on your phone to discover what the hype is all about. It's important to spend time on the platform. As a challenge, I would recommend you to spend at least 10 minutes a day watching TikTok videos, sharing content with your family and friends, see what trending hashtags are out there and engage with the community. At the same time, you need to be a creator as well to understand why TikTok can be such a huge impact. So make your own TikTok videos, get inspiration from other creators, and start your own account. Try different transitions, filters, soundtrack. This would help you better understand how the platform works, and it's very, very important. Last but not least, just have fun. Don't overthink your videos and try to act human. Show empathy, promote something that you love or a hobby, or don't forget that this is a platform where people express themselves, and it's raw and it's fun and it has to be entertaining. So TikTok actually taught us marketers to think a bit differently. Now, as a marketer, I'm always kind of like focused on metrics, data, reports, pie charts, but in this case, TikTok forced us to think like a marketer but act like a creator. So we need to think about how ads support the community as well, and the human side of it, which is pretty great because we've never had the opportunity to be so complex. So you need to be creative and analytical at the same time. So this is what you need to know in order to make your campaigns perform better. The first thing is make sure that your videos feel native to the app. Now, if you don't use vertical videos, your video is probably going to be cut in weird ways, and you're not going to be able to see the whole video. So that will probably not bring the best performance of your campaign. So make sure the videos are created exactly for TikTok. You need to keep it short. I know that the platform allows up to 60-second videos to be displayed, but actually the best ads are under 30 seconds long. So normally I would prefer to have ads at 15 seconds to 30 seconds, just to make sure that I capture the whole attention of my user and I don't bore them. Sound on. TikTok requires your audio to be turned on for all videos. You can't be on the platform if you don't have that. So take advantage of this feature and make sure you have a soundtrack and the soundtrack matches your video and the message that you want to share. Now, we tend to think about ads and we tend to use the same ad on different platforms, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram. But in this case, TikTok wants us to make TikToks and not ads. They don't want to make users feel like they're just scrolling through ads, because they're not going to be entertained anymore and they're just going to move to a different platform, right? So TikTok videos have an amateur feeling to them. They're not overly edited. So make sure your videos are entertaining, they bring joy, and they keep users engaged. Another thing is to turn on your captions and to ensure that viewers will understand your message regarding on the environment they find themselves. Maybe they don't have access to audio, or they don't speak that language, or it's hard for them to understand what's happening, maybe because of the music and everything going on. So I always like to turn on caption, even for the ads and or your regular TikTok videos. Last but not least, it's a strong call to action. I know a lot of you tend to use call to action such as learn more, because you hope that the users might just find different options on your website or just have a journey for their own. But in this case, I would definitely recommend to have something that's very compelling, such as buy now, download the app, register now, because you tell the user exactly the action that you want them to take. Another thing is budget. Now, this is a huge problem because I know a lot of brands, they don't have a lot of available budget to go viral. Now, the minimum budget required to run advertising campaigns, and this is for in-auction campaigns, is $50 a day in Canada and $100 a day in the US. Now, keep in mind that the other type of ads, which is reservation buy or hashtag challenges, they require a very, very high budget, and it starts at about $50,000 to $200,000, and they run for 1 day, 3 days, or 6 days. So it is a platform that unfortunately it enables having these campaigns for big brands. We have Nike, we have Mars, we have Disney, we have all these huge brands that are able to test a different type of campaigns. But I think for the day-to-day kind of like businesses, smaller to medium size, it would be better to run just in auction ads. Keep in mind the audiences, because I know it's very tempting to capture the whole world for an ad in the hopes that your audience is going to see your ad. But in this case, if you have limited budgets, limited media resources, make sure that your audience is as narrow as possible. You don't want to go global yet. You want to test in a city, in a very small city that's very close to your location, and then expand from there. Conversions are tracked on TikTok through pixels, similar to Facebook ads, and can be added directly to your website or use a third-party tool such as GTM. Now, you don't have to be necessarily creative when you run ads. You can just ride the trends because they're already there. So that's a great way to make sure that your brand is searchable, because you add those hashtags to your content. And you don't need to force creativity. You just ride the trends. You can literally create ads based on what trends are happening right now. Interact with your audience. So create challenges, duets, answer comments, give them a peek into your business. Let fans take over your account and just have fun. Also, you need to empower self-expression through your brand. Let users use your brand to create good and tell their own stories. Show support and empathy to your audience, because that's very important. You need to make a difference. Now, some of my favorite campaigns and the most effective ones are the hashtag challenge campaigns, because they have massive reach. They invite users to participate in the challenge and produce their own original content. So they make them become very, very creative. And it creates the perfect environment for a viral outcome. They have the highest engagement rate because viewers are more likely to engage with the original content that builds a community. And channels continuous revenue. So it's going to bring revenue even after the hashtag challenge campaigns are done. So it's really good for the organic engagement as well. Now, the TikTok creator marketplace, I always tell my clients to let creators take the lead, because they have been using the platform. They know what's happening. They know the trends. They can express themselves really, really great. So let creators take the lead for the highest performing campaigns. Let them become your partners and give them control. Through the TikTok creator marketplace, you can choose creators based on region, topic, reach, number of views, gender, age, devices, e-commerce anchor, which is great. So it can help your e-commerce website. Normally, brands that use the help of creators, they get 2 times the view through rate and 2 times the engagement rate. So that's the best way of approaching an ad, I would say. Now, TikTok is changing the future of e-commerce as we know it, because we're seeing kind of like, the relationship between e-commerce, entertaining, and community. And at the core of it, you have community e-commerce. So you're going to need all these 3 pillars to make sure that your funnel is going to bring the best sales, the best performance, if you think about these 3 pillars and just think about the core of it. Now, to keep in mind for 2021, unfortunately, as we all know, the iOS 14 privacy regulations are going to impact the way advertisement works. So we're going to have less user data available, and it's going to make us a little bit difficult to evaluate the efficiency of the programs. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. TikTok is working around the clock to make sure that users are feeling safe and they know that the data is being protected. So they're doing their job in this, but we need to keep in mind that at one point, maybe we're not going to have enough data available to actually define the performance of the campaigns. E-commerce would be the main goal for 2021. They have released already the e-commerce anchor feature, which is only the beginning. There will be more e-commerce focused campaigns and features to be released. So this is something to keep in mind. If you have an e-commerce business, I think this would be the best platform for you. And also AR. Imagine if viewers are going to be able to shop for apparel while watching TikTok videos, and that's really the future. It's innovation. So the shopping experience will be out of this world, and brands should be taking advantage for these features as well. From what I understand, they're coming up with a feature that you can actually try on sneakers. So that's going to be pretty cool. I expect that maybe to happen in 2021. Keep an eye on it. But they're really proposing pretty much the future. We're already there. Innovation is already there. So this is my time. If you want to start a TikTok ad campaign, reach out. I've been running some campaigns for some of my clients. I'm a TikTok partner right now. So you can tell me more about your marketing needs and objectives. We can chat and we can find the perfect solution for your business. So if you're interested in that, don't hesitate to reach out and we can have a chat. So I guess that's my time. Are there any questions? Things that you guys are still wondering about. Maybe I can give you some insights. We're just going to wait for a couple of minutes to see what's happening, but I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. I know it's very new, and I'm sure a lot of you already tried the platform, and it's very, very addicting. Thank you so much, Kath. Thank you so much. I'm glad that it brought you some insights into what the platform is doing. There are some more information that I would like to share, but unfortunately, they're confidential. I do participate to a lot of TikTok summits and events, but we're not really allowed to release a lot of information. But for those of you who are interested in starting a TikTok campaign, I can gladly give you more insight. For Kids Channel, is there any guidelines for Kids Channel? I work for an animation company that produces kids cartoon. At this point, there aren't a lot of guidelines. I think TikTok creates more best practices and limits advertisement options as they go. So there aren't any guidelines for Kids Channel. You can probably advertise for that at this moment. At the same time, it depends on what type of campaign you want to run. I believe that once you have a TikTok team that takes care of your account, they would be able to make sure that your ad would match the platform and it follows any guidelines as well. So thank you for your question. Any other questions? Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much again, Adina. Thank you for
Thank
your
you so
presentation.
much for
It was
having me. It was very fun. I wish I could see your faces too. It's kind of weird to talk, to my computer, but we're trying to adapt as well. And
well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that in the Facebook room. So for those who want to join us in the same group where you're attending this event, there's gonna be rooms that are gonna be open. You just join in, and we can see each other, and we can have a chat together about the topic.
which room is it? I know there's two rooms. I
In
just
the
wanted to
Facebook
be
room,
clear.
you'll
Okay.
see the one that's gonna be open, and I'll notify everyone. All right, thank you so much again, everyone, for joining our session, our today's session of numerics. There's gonna be many more sessions coming up. There's about like 7 or 8 more left. Next week there's already 2, so you can always go on our website numerics.com with an accent, and you'll be able to check out what other events that are coming up, what other topics that are coming up. If there's anything that interests you, on a aussi des sessions en français. Fait que pour tous ceux et celles qui comprennent le français ou sont francophones, vous allez avoir vos propres sessions aussi d'ici le 9 mars. So from here to the March 9, you're going to have a bunch of different topics that are going to be discussed about the digital industry. Thank you again, everyone, and I'll see you all in the room.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Bye.